You should sit down or something. Try to stay calm.
I don't want to be calm. I want to be nasty. I want to be nasty with you.
Yeah. Okay.
You could do anything you want. You can use my...
Let's not even go there. I was hoping that you'd remember more, but I guess that was too much to ask.
Do we really have to finish this story? I mean, like...
I was about to do the weather, but
Kind of happy right here, right now, with her, even though she is kind of weird and has stink lines.
Ricky. You talked about fate before. You think about that a lot?
Not a lot, to be honest, but
Okay, yeah, the stink lines would be too much.
Oh yeah.
any conclusions you'd care to share, Ricky?
Well, we've got free will, right? That's in the Bible and everything.
Yeah, right, sure.
So free will, right? Am I right? I mean, if we can do what we want, how can there be fate? I mean, you don't know what's gonna happen next, so there's no fate. There's just people doing stuff.
Well, I don't know, Ricky. I don't suppose you have considered the possibility that we're all here in the service of a greater purpose, incomprehensible to us,
and that what we take to be freedom is nothing more than the move of a pawn on some cosmic chessboard, limited in scope, subject to the whims of unseen players,
existing only for their entertainment.
Wow.
or perhaps we're just a twisted
Reflection
of actual events that can happen elsewhere. Could it be that such is life in Night
Springs.
Dude, what?
Food for thought, Ricky. Food for thought.
Are you getting it yet, genius?
Oh, nice. Where's the assault rifle? I forget where the briefcase actually is for that. I know it's in this one. I missed the Magnum. It was in the first stage. But I'm kind of glad I did, because now I got this one. Alright, there's a crossbow again. Oh, there's another manuscript page up here.
I have changed. I know who I am now. I know that I can write my own fate. Bright Falls taught me that. I know that indulging my weaknesses, giving in to fear and complacency will only drag me down. The Dark Place taught me that. I'm no Zen master. I've not attained enlightenment. But I have learned to let go of the things that I don't need. I know that without that balance within, I become my own worst enemy. Now I strive for equilibrium, and with that, I'm strong enough to get where I want.
Whoa. Brother's very angry.
It's obvious that for all his power, Mr. is an agent of another greater being. The dark place he came from is full of terrible alien intelligences, dark presences, and none of them should be let loose in our world. He serves one of them. He'll open the way for them if I don't stop him. But he'll do more. He'll take over my life. He already has my face. He already uses my name. He'll become Alan Wake in every way imaginable and corrupt everything, unless I can stop him.
Okay, I really like this thing. I like it a lot. Oh, wait.
I want to talk about Alice. Just look at her. She's really beautiful, isn't she? Your wife. Well, our wife, really. Just my wife soon. Don't worry. I'm not gonna treat her like the others. She's special. If I wanted her dead, she would be. I've been around for a while now. So talented. You haven't seen her new work, of course. Oh, it takes my breath away. Really, she's that good. Did you know that I've got a wedding ring, too? We're that similar. She's seen me a couple times, you know. I've let her catch glimpses. She thinks she's imagining things, of course. She thinks you're dead. It might as well be. I mean, even if you manage to keep surviving, you'll be in my trap forever. So I'll go to her. It'll be an amazing moment. Oh my God, you're alive. I'll be the good, loving husband for as long as I can stand it. She'll love it. And then, one day, somehow, it'll happen. Maybe I'll slip up, she spots something, or maybe she just starts running her mouth. And then, I'll do it. It's gonna be sweet. My darling wife.
It's gonna feel so good to put a bullet in his head. Oh yeah, wasn't the assault rifle around here? I feel like it was. Yeah, there it is.
You're like a little hamster in a wheel. Go ahead and keep running for all the good it'll do you.
Oh God. Bastard. I feel like this is overall much better than the carbine. I always get a good feeling with the looks like a an M16. Oh, wait. Oh, I think it's inside. Oh, there's another one over here, though. And I don't think... Oh, I can get it.
The dark place is utterly hostile to human life. It eats at your mind, wants you to succumb to madness. Your own thoughts can turn against you. Every shadow conceals a threat that attacks at the slightest sign of weakness. You're under endless assault. Every day is a struggle for survival. But I've learned to take care of myself. I focus on Alice, our life together, my need to be with her. That takes me a long way in the dark place. As long as I have my gun and the flashlight.
Yeah, it's inside.
For Serena Valdivia, burning the midnight oil was more of an exception than a rule. A procrastinator and a perfectionist, she often worked when she wouldn't be disturbed. Tonight was especially important. The film festival would open tomorrow, and there was still so much to sort out. It wasn't that the work hadn't been done. She just didn't feel like she had completely mastered everything yet.
Okay, so it's only this one this time. Only spiders?
If you die, you lose. If you quit, you lose. If you make it to the end of the loop, you still lose. Sucker.
Okay, so I still kind of like the carbine better. But I'll stick with the assault rifle. Because it has a charm to it. I don't know. Oh god. Alright, I gotta just start destroying these because... they're gonna start coming after me.
I have created the weapon that can put an end to this. A blueprint to a new reality. All I have to do is survive long enough to use it. My arrival from the dark place will be painful and difficult. These pages may be lost. But one way or another, I'll send the parts I really need to myself. If I make it outside, I have a chance. Mr. is more powerful than I am, but he can't change the rules in the middle of the game. He's not a creator. I am.
Hold on. Just in case. There really isn't too much more to say about this game. I don't think I have that much left either.
The Champion of Light knows that the time itself is about to end. At least for him. He can feel the dead end rushing towards him. But there is time to act. Incomplete or not, he has the weapon.
I don't have the whole thing. But maybe it's enough.
It was late at night, summer was almost over. The film noir poster visible. Spotlight illuminated the red fire. Film noir poster visible. Oh, whoops. Oh, there it is. Flip posters.
It's not enough. You're trying to be cute, aren't you? What are you up to? It's a waste of time, buddy. You should just lie down and die. Let me take over. This is the only thing you've got coming to you. From here to eternity. No matter how many times you come back.
Time folds back on itself. Again, his senses scream as the very impossibility of what is happening assaults them. But the Champion of Light endures.
Alright, I
Each
guess this is the
time, it
last
gets a little
roundabout.
Closer. Each time, another detail falls into place. Now, the trap works against the Herald of Darkness.
Ah, Chainsaw Guy's back. Although he's Buzzsaw Guy this time.
King Hillbilly?
What the hell? Why can't I move? There. Hate it when that happens.
Tor and Odin Anderson, old gods of Asgard. I still don't quite know what to make of them. I know they used to be rock stars who modeled their stage personas after Norse gods. I know they're old. I know that in their day they fought the darkness as I do. I know they're demented and insane, ravaged by age and self-abuse. But there's something in them, something powerful that took hold when they were touched by the powers beyond. A thing that goes far beyond just stage names. Something godlike.
Right on cue, bubbling to the surface from untold depths, the horrors come. The emerging monsters do not expect the warm reception that has already been prepared for them.
So I have to do this right away now. It's the same three. Oh. Yes. I have to turn the music down again. Come on, I hate it when it does that. Oh. Oh, shit! Oh, it's not until I get down here. I think that was the first death I had.
Next stop, saving Emma.
Getting the Andersons into the recording studio was a struggle and a half. But once they actually picked up the instruments, something happened. They were two old men, and they weren't. They were doddering bags of bone, and they were barely contained power. And there was music. Barry rubbed his hands together. He knew how to pick a winner. Now all they needed was some direction on how to make things a little more modern. Barry had never produced a thing in his life, but he knew what he liked. He knew Balance Slays the Demon was going to be a hit.
What the hell hit me? Oh. Oh yeah, this is actually very much worth it. Wait, use.
So, one morning I was running. It was in the fall. It was about 6 o'clock in the morning. It was the sun was just coming up. And there's this huge estate right on the Long Island Sound called the Ziegler Estate, and it's monstrous, and it has these old iron gates that have these. They're spiked, very very sharp. But it's I mean acres and acres of land. And so I'm running and I'm listening to Tosca, listening to opera. And there's a moment in Tosca where Tosca's about to stab Scarpia. Okay, and it's very, very dramatic. And it's like, there's this huge duet. And so I'm running, and you can see the breath coming, you can see my breath coming. The sun is coming up, and there's this incredible scene happening. And all of a sudden, in the distance, I look, I see something that's on the fence. And as I'm running up, I realize it's a deer. And the deer has tried to jump over this fence, like 8 feet high. Tried to jump over the fence. It landed on top of the fence. It caught it in its chest, and it slid all the way down. So it opened the deer from the chest to all the way down its stomach, and it was still alive. It was flailing, absolutely flailing. I remember just this music, and the thing was running, and I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Absolutely couldn't believe what I was seeing, and I couldn't get at the deer. It was on the other side, so it's like the idea of okay, well, you should help the deer, try to put it out his mirror. I couldn't get near it, and it was huge. It was gigantic. And so and there was gigantic horns. I mean, it was a visual I will never, ever, ever forget. And I just remember as I was running and just these flock of crows that were in the trees just flying. It was the most cinematic, frightening thing I've ever seen. I just stood there. I stood there until it died, and then started running home.
Wow. I wished I knew this was here earlier, because there was probably more conversations like that.
Is it bad that this time I just went, oh, he's gonna be right along to save my ass?
Not as long as I show up, I guess.
Oh yeah, I love this thing, actually. Wow! I think I got a winning combo here. Screw the Magnum, this double barrel is excellent.
It's clear now.
Well, art lovers, are you feeling neglected? You shouldn't. You know Eddie Rodman's got love for you, which is why I actually hauled myself out of bed before noon, just so I could record an interview for your pleasure. Enjoy. Now, as I'm sure you all know, the annual Night Springs Visual Art Show is coming around.
I'll take this
again.
as an opportunity to go to the
That's a big deal
bathroom. I'll
for
be
all of
right
us who are
back.
in the culture business. If you can call it a business, that's a little controversial, I know.
Oh, that's okay. Money makes the world go around, no doubt about it.
And that's one of my guests here at the studio, Serena Valdivia. She is a curator at the Night Springs Gallery of Visual Arts, and she's in charge of the NSVA Film Festival, held this year at the old Night Springs Drive-In Theater.
Hello, Eddie. It's great to be here. And let me just say that it's a wonderful venue.
Absolutely. And with her is one of the filmmakers, somebody who's actually primarily known as a renowned photographer, Alice Wake.
Hello.
Now, Alice, I've seen a lot of your work over the years. It's very impressive. My wife's a big fan, actually.
Oh, thank you.
You've gained quite a bit of fame as a photographer, but that's not why you're here, right? You actually have a film. That's a little surprising.
For me, too. I really wouldn't be here at all if it weren't for Serena.
You two are friends, I take it?
Yeah, we move in the same circles. So, about a year ago, I heard about all this footage she'd shot, and I got to see some of it, and then I started pestering her about actually putting it out there, because it was really good. I didn't really want to show it. It felt too personal.
Well, yes, I can understand that. It features your husband, and he's, well...
He's dead.
I thought he was missing.
It's been 2 years. This sounds awful, but yes, I believe he's dead. Otherwise he would have, well, you know.
Yeah, I understand. Well, hold that thought, and we'll be right back.
Alright, I'm back, sorry. I hope I wasn't too long. I tried to move as fast as I could.
I have seen the darkness twist flesh into new shapes before, but encountering these giants is an extremely disturbing experience. It's as if the genre has been switched on me. There's something out of Pulp Fiction. Twice as tall as normal men and stronger than forklifts, their lumbering gait and slow-witted demeanor brings to mind some kind of mean-spirited caricature of a feeble-minded hillbilly.
Alright, that's 40. I wonder if the whole point is to just keep getting all of these until you have all of them and then the game ends. Oh wait, there's another one. Oh yeah, and there's also the television.
Emma wasn't sure exactly when the man arrived at the motel, but from what she could tell, the party started almost immediately. It was infectious, spreading from one room to another. He was mercurial, almost as if he was flickering through the scene, telling a joke here, throwing an insult there, oozing sex and violence and excitement. She had never seen someone like this before. He looked at her and smiled, and she felt her heart flutter a little. She knew he was the kind of man mothers warn their daughters about, but she told herself it didn't matter.
So I've been thinking about Barry. I don't know what to do about him yet. I mean, I'm not gonna keep him around, that's for sure. Al? Ugh, little parasite. Your best friend. Really? That's the best you can do.
Hey, Barry's a lovable loaf. Shove up. Shove off.
I actually kinda like the guy. He's a plucky little butterball. He plays the clown, that's a hard road to take. But I don't need him sticking his fat face in my business. Did you know he's been hanging out with the sheriff from that shitty little town? They keep in touch. Barry's about the only guy who insists that you're not dead. How about that? I might keep him alive for a while. Just to see him go to pieces when I fire his ass. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What a jerk.
Yeah, thanks for saving me again. I'd hate to die before I'm scheduled to be murdered.
I guess I have you to thank for setting everything up at the oil derrick.
Yeah, well, I figured that if we were going to go over this again, we might as well try to be smart about it, huh?
I appreciate it. You took a big chance doing that. You okay?
What do you think? I've died twice. I remember everything pretty clearly now. You said I was gonna be okay.
I don't know what happened.
Oh, it's not your fault. I think one of those, what did you call them? The takers? I think they did something to the power and they got me that way.
I'm sorry.
But I got the keys from the dead guy in that room. And I'm not handing them over until you do something about this. I'm sick of getting killed.
Yeah, it must
Fair
really
enough.
suck. Hold on. I think I forgot to turn off the music. Yeah. I think that might be the last time I have to do it, so...
You seem calmer now.
I tried freaking out. It didn't do much good for me. I guess you get used to the craziest stuff.
Good for you.
Plus, I figured I'd take the edge off, you know?
Mm-hmm. Those herbal supplements are pretty good, huh?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure those herbal supplements don't get you just a wee bit high. Huh?
I wanted to try to explain things to you now since you're calmer, but maybe this isn't the best
420.
time after all.
Oh, shit, yeah. Better not get all metaphysical on me now. Seriously, I'm like 2 sentences away from thinking how we could all be like atoms on God's skin or something.
Or figments of somebody's imagination?
Wow. I'm just gonna try to chill out and not think about that or getting murdered or anything, if you're cool with that.
Gotcha.
Save Emma by securing fuse box. Oh. I never even noticed that was there before. You know, it might be a good idea if you close it. Oh, I guess you can. Oh, I guess you met. I guess Claude must have started streaming again, and now he just recently stopped. Thanks for the host again, Claude. I don't know why it didn't pop up again this time. Maybe it only does once per stream. I don't know.
Okay. I really don't think they can get to the power now.
Thank you. That's a relief. Here's the keys that you needed.
Thank you.
Hey, I have to tell you, at the diner, I went there with him. The guy who looks like you, okay? I know I said that I didn't.
Yeah, I figured. Want to talk about what happened at the diner?
There was this guy from the observatory, and He just attacked the poor dude, smashed his face into the tabletop a bunch of times. It was horrible. I didn't know that he was gonna do that. I swear.
Ah, okay.
And I just ran. I just left him there. I didn't even try to help.
There was nothing you could have done. It's not your fault.
Well, he's dead in that motel room now, so excuse me if I feel pretty shitty about it anyway.
You shouldn't blame yourself.
I just didn't want to get involved. I have this tendency to just drop everything and run. I don't think I'm a bad person, but I didn't even call the cops. I'm such a coward.
If you'd called the cops, we'd have dead cops. He's not human. Do you understand? It's not your fault.
But I could have tried to stop him.
Believe me, if you had, you'd be dead. You seem to be doing a little better now.
Yeah, I guess it just got easier once I got this thing off my chest. I just feel so guilty about it, especially because I didn't pick up on any of the warning signs. I just really liked hanging out with him, you know? He was smart and charming and funny and hot. The way you could be, I guess.
Nice.
Yes.
What's the deal with this guy anyway? He looks like you, he uses your name. Why does he do this stuff?
I'm not sure myself. Maybe he's just evil or my dark half. He does a lot of the stuff I'm trying really hard to get away from. Things that just messed up my life.
I guess all those murders don't help either.
Yeah, I could do without the murders and the end of the world. Listen, I need to get going.
Yeah, go. I think I'm good now. I hope.
Good luck. If it all goes well, maybe this is the last time we meet like this.
God, wouldn't that be great?
Just keep those lights on, okay?
Alright, I don't think there's any more of the pages that I can get. Let me check this room though. Alright, flashbang though. Hold on, wasn't the, let me check out the I think the Magnum is this way. I'm gonna go there before I trigger the next, part. Oh, there's another manuscript page. That's good. Now, oh wait, I can grab it from here. I'm missing that one.
With all the herbs, crystals,
wait, I'm
and the
missing
rest
two,
of her New
actually.
Age paraphernalia, Emma Sloan had been called a hippie and a freak and worse. It was that small-town mentality. She was a female mechanic, and even in 2011, there were always going to be backward shit-kickers who thought that was a hoot. She didn't mind. She could deal. She could take any engine apart, even the new ones with all the computers in them. Turned out that these boys were awful polite while waiting for her to put them back together.
Why would you rag on her about that? That's actually a turn on. You can't go inside. Yeah, where was the Magnum? I remember seeing it, and it was in this part. Also one more manuscript page, but, and here it is. I think the one, oh. No, there's one more after this.
Mr. is a twisted copy of me, powerful and dangerous. But I know I can fight him. I don't think anybody else can. They don't understand what he is, what he represents, or that all the horrible things he does here are almost insignificant compared to what he will unleash on Earth given the chance. But I've survived the dark place, and it has taught me things.
Do you know what
How to
time
cope,
it is?
how to stay sane when the world goes crazy. He's 2 steps ahead of me, but I can find him, and I believe I can stop him.
That popped up twice. I don't know, maybe it's random. Yeah, but it's only double soul. I mean, it's worth it, but you know how it is. Alright, where the hell was that Magnum at? Oh, here's the last one.
The Anderson brothers should probably have been in a facility
Hi,
somewhere,
Drac.
despite their tendency to escape from such places. It could be argued that they had no business being on tour, considering their condition. Their lives mostly revolved around the laundry list of ailments and their endless quest for liquor. But Barry Wheeler managed them now. And whatever else they might say about Barry, he knew how to make things happen. And honestly, it wasn't like the Andersons were the most difficult clients he ever had.
All should bow before you. Make them.
I'm honored to have the Novasol auto host. Even if it is one viewer. I don't want to leave Double out. I'm honored to have his as well. It means people care about me. Thank you, guys. Okay, this is definitely not the way to get that. I do have them all. I just really want to see where this fucking Magnum is. Oh my god. Unfinished texture? Let's just forget that exists. Oh, excuse me. I could swear there was a Magnum case somewhere around here. It was like the first one that I found. Oh, maybe it was over here. Remember something burst out of that, or a hillbilly burst out of that. God, where is the Magnum case at? It's gotta be somewhere. It'll at least shine when I get near it. Yeah, I heard you. Oh yeah, I can't go any further, that's right. That's the edge. Might have been in here now that I think about it. It's like... It was when I did this one step. It's not what I was looking for, but... it's not here either. Where the hell was that thing? I could swear it was in this level. I have like plenty of manuscript pages to open it too, so that's not going to be an issue. That's the submachine gun case. And I don't want that back. I like my double barrel better. Besides, the Magnum probably occupies the same slot. Not in the diner area. If it was inside, then there's no way I can get it, because I can't unlock that door. But I kind of think that maybe I should just move on. I don't think I can find it. Best thing I could describe it is that it's literally a sequel to Alan Wake. American Nightmare is just the subtitle to it, nothing more. It has no special meaning. And it's just basically Alan Wake. Alan Wake has a doppelganger. You have to stop him from murdering both Alice and Barry. That's what's been established so far. Maybe it was in one of the rooms. But if it's not in any of these, then I give up. The double barrel is perfectly fine. Should be more than capable of handling the end of the game.
The fate of countless individuals hangs in the balance, threatened by the machinations of the Herald of Darkness. And yet, for a moment, the champion of light breathes a little easier. He has saved one life. For this moment, it is enough. And soon, perhaps, he can put an end to this.
Jill sandwiches. Not that Barry.
Returning to the observatory for what he hopes is the final time.
I wish it were that Barry.
The man feels anticipation and dread in equal measure. Soon, he knows, he will have what he needs.
Hello, I was expecting you. I've already taken care of the imaging array, but you should still look into securing the primary coolant flow. With some luck, you may be able to light the area before these things even show up.
I am so glad that they decided to shorten the steps when you have to revisit these. That would have gotten really redundant really fast.
Thanks for tuning in for the second part of our interview with Serena Valdivia and award-winning photographer Alice Wake. Now, Alice, we were talking about your husband, Alan Wake. Is that a sore subject for you?
Well, a little bit. Of course it is. The way I see it, we had our good times and our bad times, and on the whole, we had a lot of good times. He
Hi,
really
Randall.
made me happy. I don't mind being reminded of him.
So you're over him?
I don't know if I'll ever be that entirely. I still think about him every day, literally. I still find myself hoping for... Well, sometimes I think I see him just standing somewhere, watching me. I think most people who lose someone they love experience things like that. But on the whole, I'm doing all right. 2 years is a long time to adjust, and I'm not really the type to wallow in the negative.
Well, I know there are a lot of stories about Alan. He seemed to have something of a wild streak.
That's not really what our show is about, though. Look, all that stuff really gets blown out of proportion. He had his problems, but it's really frustrating for me because people like to talk. They love to tell these crazy stories, and they never really knew him at all.
Well, the character he created, Alex Casey, is a household name. The books still continue to sell. There's been talk of a TV series, a movie, a video game. Must be nice to know that his work is still being appreciated by so many.
A video game, you say?
But I don't really deal with the business side. I leave that to Alan's agent.
That would be Barry Wheeler. Actually, I just interviewed him. He's currently in the music business. And he's also Alan's best friend. Do you two keep in touch?
We talk regularly. Like I said, he handles the business side.
I think we should talk about her film.
Yes, of course, you're right. I'm Eddie Rodman, talking to Alice Wake and Serena Valdivia, and we'll be right back.
Alright, how many more? Oh, I didn't read
The
this.
film noir poster reminded me of Alex Casey, the detective's cool exterior never cracking even with the gun pointed in his face. In the back room, all the lights had been turned off, except for the lone spotlight which illuminated the bright red fire extinguisher on the wall.
If you're referring to real-life issues, they won't be resolved for at least a few months. You mean in-game, I haven't really had any issues lately. Oh wait, yeah, I didn't check to see. Oh, I only need 3 more pages.
Very good. I believe we're ready to look into the sky.
Right there, Doctor.
Ah yes, they won't let me go that way, so I gotta go around the scenic route. The short of it is that I have to move in a few months. Because we can't afford to live here anymore. And I won't be living with my my sister and brother-in-law. I'll be living on my own this time. Which was going to be the case in a few years' time anyway, but just basically rush things now. Yeah, the dilemma that I have is whether or not, that I'm going to deal with is whether or not I want to move back in with my parents for a little bit to save some money, or if I'm going to have enough where I can just move out right away.
This
I'll
act
figure
of
that out when the
creation
time
is
comes, though.
exhilarating and frightening. Subtext and symbols loom eager to take effect. Causality and consequence become domino chains that stretch into infinity. The more fundamental the change, the more unpredictable the variables become. Reality is too complex to control completely. Ordinary questions become meaningless. Who created who? What is really real? Everything is as real as everything else. You learn to let go of the things you can't control and go with the flow, or go insane.
Yeah, nothing's 100% certain at the moment. And that does put me a little bit on edge. But that's me more than anything. I like having a plan, and this is not really something that you can plan too much in advance. Oh, I thought there was a another page there. Laser Team? Oh yeah, that's the Rooster Teeth movie. I should really watch that. Did his little roar, and I just blasted him right in the face. Ah, there's another... I hear you coming. Oh wait, this is the combat shotgun. That's not the page. Hi, Double. Hope you're doing well tonight. Oh, they won't let me in. Oh, whoa. Is there really no more pages out here? I guess there's not. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, there is one more. It's a good thing I made sure. There might be one inside.
The man before Dr. Meadows was handsome and slick. He moved with lazy confidence and didn't bother to pretend that he wasn't staring at her. She didn't mind, at first. Then the man flicked open the knife and shoved her out of the control room so she wouldn't hear the signal, whatever it was. Outside, she pulled her lab coat closed and thought about running. She didn't. She didn't think she'd get very far. Not from him. She never was entirely sure why he spared her.
Yeah, Double. I know this sounds weird, but I'm actually kind of happy that I was not the only one that was confused about the door in the Jack Chainsaw fight in RE7. Of all the other streams I've watched, you were the only other one that had tripped up like I did on that, thinking that we had to use the chainsaw mid-fight on that door. And that's why I died so much on that fight. It took Claude to tell me that I just had to fight him. But in all honesty, I should have known that in the first place, because with Resident Evil games, it's not about activating a gimmick. It's literally just shoot them. If they have a weak spot, shoot that, and eventually they'll die. That's always been the case with almost every Resident Evil game. Alright, I don't think the last page is out here. I already looked around here, too. And, yeah. I looked out there. It might be in the area where I have to put the... Or do I not even have to do that at this point? I don't know.
Come on in.
This is what you look like. Does that bother you? I bet it does. I'm not just wearing your face, you know. It goes a lot deeper than that. There's a lot of you and me. All the best parts. At first, I was just an idea. But they kept telling all those stories about you. You already had that rep. And then you disappeared mysteriously. And then, the stories about bad, crazy Alan Wake came true. And here I am. That's the best part, isn't it? When that happens, you can always count on Cauldron Lake. I'm just as real as you are. And I'm the improved version. No fears, no doubt, no weaknesses, no self-deception here. I don't let anything drag me down. I know you like I know myself. I know it bothers you that I'm like this, that I use your name, crawl my way into your life. But I only do it because I'm better at being you than you ever were.
We'll see about that. Of course, it's simply just an opinion, right?
Guys, you need to protect the telescope or we can't complete the signal.
Fuck you. So, oh, there we are. Is that another grenade guy? 'Cause that came from nowhere. I really hope this isn't original music and not copyrighted. There we are. God, that was loud.
There, I have it. But I wish these things would stop blatantly violating the laws of physics in my observatory. That's just rude. Are you all right?
I'll live.
I'm glad. I'll send the lift down to you. I remember our previous encounters very clearly now. But technically, if this really is a loop in time, we've never met before. I don't know why our awareness persists, but it's bloody fascinating.
Doctor?
You know, I know physicists who would give 15 years of their lives for a chance to experience something like this.
I'd imagine that being stalked by horrible axe murderers would curb their enthusiasm a little.
Clearly you've never met hardcore physicists.
I'm glad you're in such good spirits, but...
Signal! Yes, it's completed.
Finally. If all goes well, this should be the last time we go through the loop.
You know, I just realized that I don't have any memory of what happens after you leave. What does that mean?
I don't think it means anything. If everything goes well, you just keep going. I don't show up here like this again, no more bad guys. Things go back to normal.
Let's hope you're right. I'd love the opportunity to look into this in more detail.
Looks like you've accepted the situation.
I'm a pragmatist. If this is a delusion, at least my first psychotic episode is anything but boring. Really, Mr. Wake, at the end of the day, I'm a scientist. I love mysteries. I love not knowing. Whatever else this might be, it's absolutely fascinating. I wonder how far this reaches. Is everybody in the world experiencing this?
Who knows? I think reality's probably pretty fragile right now. Doctor, I can see you're very enthusiastic about this. I'd appreciate a bit of discretion.
Are you suggesting that we should suppress this?
No. You can do what you like, but I want you to leave me out of it.
But surely, with the things you know, the things you've experienced, you can replicate any of these results. We could—
Let me be blunt. If you drag me into this, I'll deny everything. I'll lie like my life depended on it. And writers are damn good liars. Word of advice. This is things man was not meant to know territory. You get into this, chances are you'll open up a door into a world of hurt. Believe me, I know.
I see.
She didn't like that. I think this is the... Hold on, let me see. New reality yeah, that's what the last one is. It's a story-related page.
In a strange way, he feels at ease. He is armed with his own words, and when the time comes, they will be enough, or they will not. For now, he's content to let the currents take him toward the final confrontation.
Yeah, that was the one that I just got. It's a story-related page. So, New Reality Fragment 3. I actually got that by doing that.
Once more, we return to the drive-in. If he's aware of the absurdity of arming oneself with a few sentences and standing against a power that can pierce time itself, he doesn't show it. The man has his share of weaknesses, perhaps more, but cowardice is not among them.
I think you actually need all the pieces. Yeah, see here, I'll go... Alright, I need to find 6 pages in this chapter. But yeah, there was
I found a film from the pile of containers in the back. I'd threaded it into the projector. I swallowed hard, staring at the screen, hearing her voice. The sunrise I remembered so well, only moments away. And then Mr. was there, nailed by the projector's beam, caught in his own trap. He shouted at me, first in confusion, then rage. And then the sun came up and things started to burn.
I think that's the point in this too. You have to find all of the manuscript pages. I think they're actually story related. It's not just find a certain amount.
Oh, you got yourself a little plan, do you?
Did I start off in a different place? I don't remember starting here before. Right, I need 6 pages in here, so there's going to be quite a few that I'm going to be looking for. I have to say, I actually do kind of think that the combat's more refined in this game than it was in the main Alan Wake game. There's nothing over here, I don't think. Oh! You'll have to go inside, though. I never watched... I've watched maybe a few episodes of the latter two, random, but I never watched Bones. I don't know. Me with my criminal justice background, I think I would just point out all of the inaccuracies in that show, and I wouldn't have very much fun with them. So that's why I kind of avoided them. Love the hell out of Reno 911, though. Because that show just doesn't give a fuck. It's a comedy show. It's gonna have inaccuracies. That's the whole point. Alright, it's this one. This area looks a little different, though. Like, originally you could go right down the middle. They won't let you this time. Oh, God. Yeah, they did change this up every time. I know, I love that I didn't get into it when it first, came on. But, when I was catching reruns of it, I just fell in love with that show. I should really get that on DVD, too, because they don't really air them anymore. I've been, wanting to get South Park on DVD, just because... I mean, as much as they get tons of views, and there's not really any point anytime soon that they'll take those off the air, I kind of feel like at some point they're just gonna go like Nah, you know what? We're sick of people complaining. We're just gonna take you off the air.
You're never getting out of this, Wake. Never. Don't worry. I'll take care of your wife and your life.
And Hulu's way too unreliable. Alright, I won't turn it down completely, but I do gotta turn it down like halfway, because that music's actually really loud. Really? That's all you're gonna throw at me, dude? I was born for this. Alright, seriously, I need to, make sure I'm not missing any pages. Alright, they won't even let me through there. Missing 6 in total. I haven't seen a single one pop up, and I'm pretty sure I explored everywhere I could.
I don't know what you think you're doing, but I'll send you right back to the beginning.
There's one. Oops. Little itchy on the trigger there.
When the Dark Man's eyes suddenly locked into Serena's, she flushed hot. They ignited a black fire in her. He was talking. He wanted the power turned off. He said something about the projector booth. She hooked a finger under his belt buckle. He grabbed a hold of her throat and twisted until it hurt. Somewhere deep inside, a part of her screamed in paralyzed horror, but the moan that escaped from her throat had no panic in it. "Pay attention," he said. "Business first." His eyes glittered shamelessly. Hers did too.
There's another one over there.
What? You think whatever it is you're gonna do is gonna make a difference? This'll end up just like before!
Wait, where is it? I'm like right on top of it. There we are.
There's more to fighting the Taken than just burning away the darkness that protects them. When I'm fighting for my life, I find myself slipping into a state of intense concentration that makes the beam of my flashlight seem more powerful and focused. I used to think it was just my imagination, something brought on by the adrenaline and fear of death, but now I'm not so sure. I've been touched by powers that I can't begin to truly comprehend, and they've left a mark. I'm starting to think this might be a part of it.
I've been around for a while now, you know? While you've been indisposed, stuck in the darkness, I've been busy. I operate in the shadows, not always literally, you understand? I'm a little more resilient than those I've taken, but I do my best work in the dark. And there's so much darkness out there that goes deep. And the things that live in it are bad, big bastards. They don't mind getting a little bit of elbow room. All that chaos and madness, it doesn't really do that much down there. It's like pouring a glass of water into the ocean, right? But up here, yeah, you can really make an impact. All they need is someone to bring them all the way through. But first, I had to take care of you. You party pooper. You're stuck in an eternal cycle now. The sun's never coming up for you. Everything else? Do my thing. Get a bit of quality time with Alice. That's a little something for me. And I deserve it.
Your Hannibal Lecter impression sucks ass. Hold on, before I even do that. Well, they're coming for me anyway, so... I'm gonna see if I can find the rest of these fucking pages. There's one up here. I think I can get all the ones I missed second time around too, because I actually forgot to come up here last time. Alright, I only have 3 more to get.
I held the film canister in my hands. I saw her name written across it in big letters, followed by the title. It was a time capsule, moments snatched from times gone by, from a past that I hoped could also be our future. It was my salvation, our chance to be together. A tin can with a bit of magic in it that she didn't even know about. Something I could put to good use. There were only moments left before I had to face him.
There's another one. It's on the other side of the fence. Alright, I only have 2 more after this. Grenader and Mr. Scratch's trap.
The clothes I wear now I shaped from dreams and memories. It's an old outfit, originally from the 90s. The last time I wore it was when I was still writing and Alice and I took a vacation in the desert before our troubles began. The night before, we'd been at a party, and I had dressed to the nines. On that lazy day, I put on these old clothes, worn and comfortable. Alice made a joke about grunge. I felt a little embarrassed, but I stuck with them. We were very happy. I'm sheathed in good memories to remind myself of what is at stake.
I don't think that was there last time either. Maybe none of these were here last time. I can't go out. There's no point in going out that way because they're just going to prevent me. Wait. Wait. I think that's another page. See something shiny at least. I can't believe this is all the way out here. I think the last one might be in the, the last one may or may not be in the projector room, but I do should check on Serena.
The Taken were always single-minded. They had a certain animal cunning, but they weren't very intelligent. That's one reason why they prefer melee weapons. Actual firearms are too complex for them to use. That's why seeing the one who threw grenades at me surprised me. But of course, they aren't actually grenades. There's no pin to pull, no fuse to set off an explosive, just concentrated darkness.
Still quite interesting that I can go out this far, even if it's kind of useless. Is there another one back here? Because sometimes they put ones in similar places. No, there isn't. I don't think there's one in here either. This is actually longer than I thought it'd be, but it's still around the... Alright, I can't talk to her.
Hello, folks.
And listen to
welcome
this,
the third
though.
part of our pre-recorded interview with Serena Valdivia and renowned photographer Alice Wake. So, tell me about the film.
It's called Sunrise, and it really wasn't something I ever thought of as an actual film. It was just footage, things I saw and happened to shoot. It's not a medium I'm very much at home with.
You shouldn't put yourself down. You've got a great eye.
Maybe, but experience is another thing.
Because you're primarily a still photographer.
Yes, exactly. So I'm really used to thinking of the world in terms of snapshots. I frame something and try to pick the right moment, and then reveal that moment to people. Moving images are a different story. I'm still learning a lot about it, to be honest.
So, this is a new thing for you?
Or maybe I'm just a slow learner. But showing it like this is definitely a new step for me. It's a little weird taking something this intimate and showing it to everybody. Not that the material itself is somehow shocking. It's just that those were private moments.
But that's why it works, because it feels genuine. It's not so much a story as it is a sort of an echo, showing us how you saw your husband at the time. It's not really about the sunrise itself or Alan watching it. It's about you two together.
I suppose. It's funny, looking at it now, especially now that it's been edited like that. It takes on a life of its own, almost. It's a kind of a fantasy.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, you're right. I'm glad you talked me into it.
Wow, it just kind of ends. Again. Hopefully you won't be crazy for long, crazy lady. Alright, so I think that's it. I only have one more to get, and I think that's in the projection room. Oh, there's 4 of them. I thought there was only 3. There we are. Wait. I never noticed this back here before. I wonder if the last one is here. Probably not. Oh, it is. Okay, cool. I got all the pages then. 53 out of 53. Find all the manuscript pages. Achievement unlocked.
The trap Mr. is set for me is as simple as it is impossible. Whenever I reach him, he sends me back to the beginning of the maze. It's a loop in time. I go through it only to end up where I started. There's a brutal genius to it. If I die, it's over for me. If I survive, I end up where I started. Sooner or later, the odds will catch up with me. And in the meantime, he gets to toy with me. But that's why I have a chance. He's caught in this pattern just as much as I am. I know where he'll be, and I'm prepared.
I don't really think I need those. I don't know. I don't know if there's going to be a boss battle at the end of this or not. It could just end up ending. That's how the main game ended. It just sort of ended. They did die a few times in that tornado part, but I don't really consider that a boss fight.
Again, the Champion of Light enters the final trap. The new reality is almost here. All he needs to do is change the details of the scene, push it past the breaking point, and the rest will snap into place.
Alice's film was in the projector. Late at night. Late at night, summer was almost over. There's a film noir poster available. Or visible. Spotlight illuminated a red fire extinguisher. And finally, Alice's film was in the projector.
Oh, come on, buddy.
Rewrite reality for the last time. This looks so weird with the real actors.